Hello, all of you Vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome back to Astroneer, where today we're going to go underground. So I want some tethers. Not small generator things, not a small printer things. That's what I want. I don't remember seeing a natural cave entrance anywhere nearby. I guess right over there, never mind. There's one right over there, and I knew it all along. That's going to pop up there. I can put that one there. We'll make 3 bundles for now. Don't have a whole lot of space on my backpack, though. I wonder if maybe we should go get some resin first. Let's go over here. How far away was that resin field? I don't quite remember. Doesn't sound like it was very far. Or maybe it was. Wasn't there more resin this way? I could have swore there was more resin this way. Well, I gone this far without tethers, and as soon as I get my first warning, I gotta turn and go back. Oh, there it is. We'll be fine. We will be fine. This is a big patch of resin. I'm sad to kind of dig into it because it'd be really nice to have an auto extractor on later. But that's probably for future Brandon, as I like to say in my streams. Just grab 3 if I can. Yep. Cool. Because what I want to do is 1 for an oxygen filter so I don't die. And then we're going to do the other 2 for a medium storage. Granted, I'm going to leave that medium storage sit on the ground, which isn't ideal. We were talking about that at the end of the last video. You don't really want to leave anything unsecured on the ground for performance reasons. And I think that's the real reason Tether networks are part of a problem is sometimes when you drop them, you may notice, like, if you come back later with a rover or a buggy or something, they're easy to knock over. Or even just walking, sometimes you can kick them over. I don't think they're really anchored properly sometimes, so it's kind of a bummer. We have no power, so this is going to take just a minute for that to get going. So what we'll do is start our tether network and immediately fail. There we go. And this looks like it may go all the way down into the cave. By the way, it's about every 6 steps. Ooh, careful. It's about every 6 steps that you need to drop a tether. Hope I find a work light down here because it's really dark. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do at all. I meant to do that. That's a good angle. Right down there. Make myself a little stopping point. Come on, connect. There we go. Make it a little bit wider so if I get sloppy sliding, we won't die. Yeah, about every 6 steps, if you drop a tether, they will be connected. Of course, when you're sliding, it's hard to gauge at 6 steps. So the other rule of thumb is if you drop it as it disconnects, you'll be good to go. So we've got some zinc there. We've got some wreckage over that way. I bet there'll be laterite over that way as well. But first, let's go get our medium platform and get some of this stuff off my backpack so that I have room for the laterite when and if I find it. Guys, just thinking back to my first playthrough of Astroneer and the mess of tethers I had. There was so much of that series that I just couldn't use in videos. Because it was just me wandering around like an absolute moron. So we know 3 of those will open at our research chambers. So let's go ahead and leave these oxygen filters here for just a later use. But yeah, so much of my original Let's Play of Astroneer, I got lost in the caves for hours because I would have interconnecting networks of tethers with no idea which set would actually lead back out. There's, like I said in the last video, there's so much I did not know. Because when I played in early access, I didn't know it at the time, but my game was broken. I couldn't interact with things. I thought I was just not understanding how to play the game. I'm like, because I played with friends in a few streams. And that's not what I wanted. That. And I couldn't ever interact with anything at all. Just permanently on my screen was press Y for backpack. And it never went away. And I never had any other options. And because of that, I never really got into Astroneer. But I wanted to. So when it finally hit its release, you know, I gave it another shot. And that's when I really started playing Astroneer. So yeah, I played during early access, and I know roughly what some of the things from early access were. But I wasn't like big time player in early access, which it makes me permanently feel like I've missed out on something, on part of the experience. Maybe one of these days I'll load up an older version, though I don't know why I would do it. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people play a worse version of a game. I guess nostalgia. Alright, let's get a research out of this. That's just a single guy, so turn him on, and we'll come back to that in just a minute. It's one of the tactics I learned from watching speedrunners. Start things and then come back to them later. Though that one is done now, and I could save the organic. That's fine. Organic is easy to find. We're not getting really lucky with laterite, and I'm not seeing any quartz either. Is that laterite down there? I believe it is. Let's go back that way. Go ahead and shut you off. And I'll take that. And we'll just go ahead and clean up our mess of tethers. Let's see, that was kind of like over that way, wasn't it? So let's just head this way. As I just aimlessly go back and forth there for no reason at all. Yeah, there's some laterite. Nice. So we'll be able to get a tractor going here in just a minute. I think I have, yeah, I've got the bytes for a tractor and a trailer. So this is going to be good. And we've got another 1,000 bytes on our backpack. So that'll help. And then I've got a stack of research objects basically right at the entrance. Kind of want to peek down here, see if there's any quartz real quick. I don't see anything. Let's go just a little farther. So, the last few games, I've gotten really unlucky, and quartz has been really far from my base underground. I'm hoping that's not the case here. This is a dead end. We can open this up later, but for now, let's go get this laterite. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was just organic. Oh, there's a research aid that takes laterite back there. So we may go say hello to it here real quick. Let's do that. We can just pop over there real fast. Drop it in there. Get the research object out of it. Oh, there's some quartz over that way. Good. I'm glad we came over here. See, look at that. The research aid. Would have never known that quartz was over there otherwise. So you pop open. You do the thing. And then what I'm going to do is come back over here. Once I remember which way I came in. There it is. So that's why I don't go very far in caves without tethers. I get lost that easy in caves. And then we're going to run back through here and just go ahead and get ourselves up to where this quartz is so that I know how to get back to it later. I know there's another laterite guy right there. I also see a hispine over to the right. I don't dig up plants unless I have to. It's just not my thing. Okay, so we're out of tethers. So let's go get another laterite, pop that dude. And can I get to this one without the hispine being upset? Yeah, he's way over there. Oh, I don't want to kill a pop coral. I think I can get around him. I try to leave the plants alone, except for when I'm trying to plant my garden. And then I will go through and start killing plants. Oh, you're not a chargey one, are you? Alright. You are a, we need lots of power one. So let's just make a mess out of our generators. With the lovely echo of the caves. I don't know why people think caves sound creepy in the game. I think they sound wonderful. Come on. You, plug in. Okay. Let's spin the camera around. This pop coral are in the way. You're really inconvenient here, pop coral, and you're really testing my patience about the I don't kill plants thing. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3, and that got it. Cool. Give me you, give me you, give me you. So I've got 3,000 bytes coming up here pretty shortly. Whoa, that's a hole. We're fine. We're okay. All right, so let's grab a laterite. another laterite and get that other one open, and then it actually takes the laterite up to the base to smelt, and drop some stuff off, and then come back down and get a little more laterite. Multiple trips, it's fine. Why am I not scanning these? What am I doing with my life? Alright, so we're going to have to dig this boy out up here. Or it could be a girl. I haven't really asked it its preferred pronouns. And I hate to make assumptions. Oh, there you are. Okay, let's press the right buttons, Brendan. And in you go. And, oh, I think these are worth 1,400. Pretty certain they are. So cool. How much space do I have on my backpack? 4 spots. That's enough to make a tractor and 2 trailers. I just happen to have enough compound up top to make the 2 trailers, and 2 laterite will smelt into aluminum to make the tractor. So that'll take up the 4 laterite I can carry. So for now, we have enough laterite. And 4. That's it, right? That is it. We've got 4. Let's go. We've got a random carbon. Because why not? You never know when you're just going to need a piece of carbon out in the wild. Okay, my Tether network just kind of does a thing right there. We're going to pretend that's not a thing I did. It's okay. I guess for now we will carry up the mushroom. I mean, they're not really worth all that much, like 400. You would think, being all nice and shiny and glowy and all that they'd be like, wow, it's worth like 1,000 million bytes. Nope. Like 450. And then we'll drop these research samples into the research chamber first. I like to put them in there. I know it takes longer. I know speedrunners scan them. But for me, I'm not a speedrunner, so it's okay that I'm not getting things done as quick. And I'd rather have patience and more bytes. So it's 1,300 bytes. Or why would you not? Yeah, I thought I had enough for a trailer, but I don't have quite enough for a trailer. Alright, so we need compound and resin, which we have none of. So let's drop off some things here. Kind of forgot that I didn't already have my smelter, to be honest. If that hasn't become just tragically apparent by now, I kind of forgot that I didn't have a smelter. So we will grab you to give us enough oxygen to get over to that resin. And we need to pick up a few pieces of resin as the power just craps out on us over there. Resin field was this way. You would think I would know it because it was like 10 minutes ago we were over here. But, that's the problem with the it's a problem for Future Brandon mantra. Is Future Brandon's often really annoyed by past Brandon doing things that can cause issues. Did I already go up there? I swear I thought I saw another small wind up there, but I'm pretty sure that's where I've been. So let's just get a few resin here. Let's just get a lot of resin. Let's just fill up our backpack with resin. We've got the oxygen. We'll be alright. One of these days I do need to learn how to do the whole dig thing, though. Like, train my muscle memory on it. There we go. We're full. Let's head back. Because I would like to be able to dig up resources faster. Like, I see people do it. One of my favorite streamers on Twitch is Cardo. And he loves to go to Glacio and just, like, make an explosion out of different resources. Especially hematite. Like, just one quick dig, and it's just like, his backpack's instantly full. And then it's just bouncing everywhere around. If you haven't seen Cardo, check him out. Definitely worth watching. The dude is incredibly positive. Seems like an incredibly nice guy. I really dig Cardo a lot. And of course, it was our own Genopedia that got me started watching Cardo. One night we were looking for somebody to raid on Twitch, and no one that I knew was online. And she's just like, Cardo, and I did, and I just absolutely became an instant fan. So, definitely check him out. And we're running at pretty much full power thanks to the wind, but it looks like it's about to stop. And I just want to get a smelter going here. That's all I really want. We've got enough for a trailer now. I guess since there is some graphite nearby, maybe Packager will be our next unlock. So I remember right, there's graphite right over there. There's probably more right over that way. We haven't really been that way very far. As soon as I get the tractor, that's probably where we're going to head, which is west. Yeah, you're just dragging there. So let's, whoops. Let's help you out. What I managed to do there was just click on my backpack again and close it. So how's that do? That's good. We're back up to over 100% needed power. So perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This will be done momentarily. Momentarily. There we go. That's how I planned it. And then we want... do I not have compound? Alright then. I don't have compound. I thought I still had compound. I didn't realize it. Did I really use all my compound for tethers? Oh my god, there's compound back there. Now, you know what? I'm here now. I'm going to dig some up. I just remembered where it is. It's on the medium storage. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, just as I started to dig, I'm just like, wait. My memory has remembered. My memory has remembered. That's how that phrase should have come out. I remembered. It is, it's there. It's right there. We're going to pretend, though, that didn't happen and just keep on moving. So the sun is up. We don't need you anymore. Thank you for your service, sir. And then you should be about done, yeah? Pretty close. Minute 26. Cool. It's a good thing the sun's up just as we're about to do the smelter, because it's going to really put a strain on our power network. Not going to organize too terribly much right now. Once I start getting more machinery and everything, we'll flatten some. Though lately, when I get a nice big open field like this, though this one's kind of lumpy out that way. But usually if it's relatively flat, I won't even bother to flatten it out. I'll just work around the natural terrain. And I kind of like it like that. It's just kind of nice having your base just be one with nature. Even though I know, you know, there's not environmental impact and everything in that game, it's still nice. It's just a nice thing to do. So you go to there. You go to there. And I will eventually get my controller to hold still. We'll smelt that. And we're in good shape here. We're going to have ourselves a tractor here in a minute, kids. I don't know, you might be 97 years old. I'd still call you a kid. In fact, I used to volunteer at a nursing home. Just go hang out. Like, it's kind of sad, actually. But there was a nursing home right across the street from where I lived. And I noticed one day there's just this one little old lady that every day she sat underneath a tree all day. She'd wave at everybody that went by and say hello. But she was just always there every day, and it's just like, seemed like she never had any visitors. So I went over there one day, and I just asked, I'm like, you know, the lady that sits out there, does she have family that comes to see her? And they were like, no, it's really sad, she doesn't. And they put her in the home, and then they moved halfway across the country, and they'd never come see her. And I asked, I'm like, well, do you have more people in your care like that? And they're like, yeah, we have way too many. That their family just never comes and sees them. So I went 3-4 times a week and just hung out. Just go and spend like hour with different people in their care. Just to be a regular visitor. And you know what? It made such a difference in their lives. The staff would tell me like people's health had improved and everything. People need human contact. They need to know somebody cares. And it's just kind of in my nature to be that person. I'm a worrier. I worry about my friends. I worry about their well-being. I worry that they're happy. It's just who I am. And in my streams, I try to make sure people that they feel that they're part of the community, whether it's their first stream or their 100th. And, you know, in my YouTube channel, a couple years ago now, you know, I made a video just to point out the fact that everybody is welcome on my channel. And I truly mean that. Even people that I don't agree with philosophically, that's fine. We're all still people. And we all still have that shared human existence. And so everybody's welcome here. You know, no matter what your skin color or your background or your economic situation or your nationality or your orientation or your choice of pronouns, I don't care. That stuff, you know, the stuff that people like to label with and divide with, to me, just are non-issues. They're so silly. About the only thing I can't really tolerate is people who are intolerant. You know, people who can't make room in their minds and in their hearts for somebody who may not line up with their particular worldview. My life was enriched by going 3 or 4 times a week and saying hi and just sitting. There was one old guy who was convinced I was his grandson Andrew, called me Andrew, finally stopped telling him I wasn't Andrew, and I was just like, hey Grandpa. I walk in like, hey Grandpa, how you doing? You know, that's who he needed me to be. But you know what? Grandpa enriched my life by telling me stories of some of the things he had been through and just the joys and the ups and the downs that he had had. And I think I benefited from those visits far more than any of those little old people did. Like, way more. And I know that has nothing to do with Astroneer, but it's one of the reasons I love Astroneer, is because Astroneer has a great community full of diversity. And I love it. It's such a fantastic community. See, I was going somewhere with it. I was bringing it back to Astroneer. And that's one of the things that keeps me playing is, yeah, I love this little spaceman game. It's just, I don't know, it clicks with me. You know, just the simplicity of it, the silliness of it at times. It's just something that kind of resonates with me. And even though I have probably, you know, quote unquote, beaten the game, gosh, 24 times, it doesn't get old to me because I can always find a new challenge. You know, like the challenge I did where I didn't leave a planet until I had completely unlocked every single gateway chamber and the gateway engine. You know, things like that just keep me coming back and looking for new ways. And every start is a whole new adventure and a whole new thing that you have to deal with. You know, it just, there's so much to it that I think people can at times just overlook. And of course, it has an amazing community. And not many games have such a great community surrounding it. We've got 30 seconds on that. So we're going to wait before we leave and get our next research item going. So open your minds. Be tolerant of people. Be nice. Gosh, we could get off the planet soon. I mean, holy cow. Like, okay, so an hour into the game, I'm ready to make a shuttle. Granted, I don't have a large printer, but still, that's easy. I mean, we've got all the materials we need except for ammonium, and we're surrounded by wood, so there's ammonium somewhere over here. I put those on the storage over there. There you go, friend. You go in there. You get me 1,300 more yummy, yummy bites. And we are going to go west. I hate heading out without a beacon, though. Just in case I die, I want to be able to find my vehicle easily. I kind of wish vehicles had markers, just like a little truck icon over them. Like bases have, you know, the little house icon. I think it'd be nice if vehicles had those. Shuttles do. Why can't the land vehicles? I don't really know. System era? Why? I know you watch all my videos. I know, like, System era has, like, a Let's Watch Vainglorious office day. Guarantee it. I doubt, seriously doubt that. However, I just want to once again, I know it's been a couple weeks now, but I want to once again say a huge thank you to Joe. Dude, I can't begin to tell you what it meant to me when I opened up that, when you sent me that video and you're like, here, deal with it. and I watched it and I saw the time and attention that you put into that for just, you know, I'm a small time YouTuber. You know, I'm not a huge channel. And yet, dude, everybody universally agreed that that was incredible. What you did to send Astroneer Academy out was just fantastic. So thank you. What did I just pick up? Okay, I guess we're going to have a research object now. I do know Systemair has seen a couple of my videos. One or two. And if you're watching, hello Systemair. Please leave a comment. Say hi. And then get flooded with people responding, why is multiplayer on PlayStation 4 not working? Because that seems to be the comments that I see on Twitter all the time. I'm like, oh, bless your heart. You've done so well to communicate with us what's going on and where you are with PlayStation. And yet, that seems to be the thing that just keeps coming up and never changes. So before we head out on the tractor, I think we'll save that for the next video. I'm going to go grab, there was some copper in the mountains. I'm going to go grab some copper and get myself a work light. Some people like work lights, some people don't. I like them, especially down here in caves, but also when I'm just driving around on vehicles at night. Just to have that extra little bit of light seems to really help, even if it's just on my shoulder. So we're going to go grab some of the copper that's like over that way. Just right over there. And then that should give us enough time to also get this last research item going. But let's not do that. Let's put that there. Do I have? I do. Enough resin to do this. And then we're going to go ahead and make that beacon. And then we're going to put the rest of this. Ooh, you know what? We can also go ahead and make then. Oh, no, it's 2,000. I thought it was 1,000. My bad. We'll be there soon. I like having an oxygen tank. Not what I meant to do, but we'll have that piece of glass for when we unlock oxygen tanks, I guess. So we're going to get some malachite. Get ourselves a work light. And then we'll wrap this one up. Which, it wasn't very far. I don't think I need to bother with... it's farther than I thought. Okay. So, good thing I have some resin on me. But it's much farther than I remember it being. I guess I've ran back and forth so many times over here that it just seemed closer. I think it was over here. Yeah, it's right there. I can see it. Just ahead. And we'll bring that back, get it smelted, and get ourselves a handy-dandy little work light. Does that sound good to you? I think it sounds fantastic. Not that you can really tell me, you know, why, right now while I'm recording. And if you could, that'd be really creepy. Because that means you'd be in my room staring over my shoulder. And how the heck did you figure out where I live? Ooh, I don't have a drill. It's going to take a minute. Won't be too bad. We should be alright. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to get more than one right now. I only need one for a work light. Some graphite over here. Good to know. That looks like that might be a good place for an extractor. Granted, we got to get to Glacio. And by the way, I'm just going to get it out of here now. As soon as we leave the planet, we're going to Glacio. I'm sorry, but we are. I like to get the bites early on so I can just get stuff unlocked and get going. Unless I am doing a challenge run where I'm intentionally putting barriers in my own way, I don't see a reason to not go take advantage of Glacio. Build a tractor, take a trailer, and go. Get those bites so that you can just get on with things. Sometimes I go to Calidor first and get Wolframite. Sometimes I don't. I don't know. We'll see which one we do, but we'll probably go to Glacio, honestly. So let's smelt you. But that's still at least one video away because I want to go explore for a little bit, see what we can find in terms of power. Have just a nice little 20-minute drive around while we chat about whatever's on my mind, because I like to just kind of ramble if you haven't noticed. And we'll figure it out from there. But until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to hit the wrong button again for the emote. Nope, yep, that's the appropriate one. There it is, to stay vainglorious.